This is a short video describing what ICD-10 diagnosis coding is and how to use it. I am a family doctor and use this coding every day. If you are new to medical coding, you definitely need to know about ICD-10 diagnosis codes and how they work. Every time a medical provider sees a patient, whether it's in the office, in the hospital, or in a nursing home, you need to have a diagnosis code describing why you saw the patient. You can use a specific diagnosis, such as hypertension, or a symptom, such as a cough. Oftentimes, there is more than one reason for the encounter. For example, you see a patient in your office for a check of their diabetes, their blood pressure, and their depression. In such a case, you would use 3 codes for that visit. This whole idea of keeping track of patient problems comes from the English nurse Florence Nightingale. In the 1850s, during the Crimean War, she instituted a system of keeping track of the injuries and illnesses the soldiers had that were seen in her hospital. By keeping this record, she was able to determine the common problems that they saw and to get the right kinds of medical supplies they needed. This system has evolved into our modern ICD-10 diagnosis coding. ICD stands for the International Classification of Diseases, and the most recent is the 10th edition. This is a set of thousands of diagnoses arranged by the World Health Organization, and these same codes are used all over the world by providers in every country. You can find these codes in a published book or online. An example of an ICD-10 code is shown here. J18.9 is the code for a pneumonia infection. Each code starts off with a letter. The letter designates which general organ system is involved. These letter codes are used to determine which organ system or symptom is involved with the diagnosis. These letters use most of the alphabet all the way to Z. Some categories deal with cancers, while others deal with preventative visits, such as a well child or adult annual physical exam. In our pneumonia example, the letter J designates the pulmonary system. The number that follows the letter is a general description of the problem. In this case, 18 means a pneumonia infection in the lungs. The number after the decimal point gives you more specific information. Here we have the number 9, which means unspecified organism. Once the specific organism is identified in the lab, you can then use the code to reflect the specific type of pneumonia. The great thing is that you can search for these codes online for free using your browser. Just type in ICD-10 and then the diagnosis or symptom you are looking for, and you'll get the code number. Every electronic health record has a place for you to enter the ICD-10 codes for that particular visit. Some even allow you to search for the codes by entering the diagnosis description, for example, pneumonia. In summary, remember that every patient encounter requires at least one ICD-10 diagnosis code. Now you know what they are, where they came from, what they look like, and how to find them.